Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Jen. Today's project is the second project in our 6x6 paper series, and it is the rectangle bottom bag. So what you want to do, start out, is make sure that the bottom of your paper is on the left hand side of the scoreboard, the score buddy, and you're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, and then just take the bottom of that paper and align it with the top of the scoreboard, and you're going to score at 3/4, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/2. And then you'll see on the bottom there's a little 1/2 inch piece down there you're going to want to cut out. Then we'll go ahead and notch in on all those other bottom score lines. Those are our bottom flaps. If you do not notch out, if you just cut along the score lines, you can do that, but there will be a little bit, sometimes it's bulky and you have troubles getting it closed perfect. But anyways, what we're going to do is stick adhesive on one of the sides so that everything comes together. So on the inside of your project, on the opposite side of the flap, you're just going to stick a strip of adhesive. Then on the 3 flaps, in which you can see here, we're going to lay some adhesive down to close up the bottom of the bag. So after removing the backing of the adhesive for the side, we'll just bring that around and fold it together. Like I said on the previous video where we made the square bag, if you score all the way up instead of stopping at that score line, you get rigid lines, and so this way it just allows you to have a smooth, rounded bag rather than a rigid edge. The flap without the adhesive is the back flap, so it will be folded in first, and then we will take the adhesive backing off the sides and push them in, and then the front flap will be folded back so that things are smoothed out. Now, to get things to stay together a little better, I'll take a craft stick or a ruler and just press inside to make sure that that adhesive is really stuck. And that's the project. That's basically how you make the rectangle bottom bag. Now, to embellish this time, we're going to put a trim piece on the top and the bottom, and then have a handle as well. And those pieces, the trim pieces, are 3/8 of an inch by 6, and the handle piece is 1/2 inch by 6. I just took a happy birthday stamp that I had and stamped it in the Stampin' Up ink, which is Early Espresso, and then I just went around the edge of that sentiment with the Early Espresso ink, and went around the edges with the ink, and that's how I got that look on that sentiment. So once we have adhesive on the top and the bottom trim pieces, we'll go ahead and attach them. What you'll want to do is grab your project, turn it around to the back side. Actually, the this project joins on the side, so I always start my trim pieces on the back side, just because that kind of hides the where you've joined everything together. So once you get aligned up on the edge, you'll just follow the edge of the top or the bottom and place it together. Now on this, once again, I've used brads like I did on the previous bag, so I'll just take my hole punch and hole punch on the sides of our project, trying to get them centered and evened up on either side as best as I can. And then I will punch a hole in the handle on either end. This handle, I went ahead and rounded the corners because it will be exposed. I usually do that just so there's no rigid edge on the ends of the handle. If you're going to permanently affix this, then that's probably not necessary. You don't have to use a brad to put your handles on. You can use just adhesive. If you use adhesive, they're not going to move. If you use a brad to install the handle like I am doing here, the handle is free to move, and that's kind of how I choose to do the handles. If I permanently put down a handle, it's usually because I usually use 2 handles, one for the back and one for the front, if I permanently affix handles. And I'll have some projects where I show you how to do that as well. But this is the rectangle bottom bag. I'm going to take my happy birthday sentiment there, and I'm going to put some foam adhesive on it. This is just some adhesive I got actually from a flea market. It's double-sided. And I'll peel off that backing, and we'll just stick that sentiment to our project. If there's a little off, if you get off the edges on any kind of adhesive, you just roll it back on itself, and that's how you prevent the overage. So that's the project. I'm showing you here that a gift card will fit in there if you want to give this as if you want to give a gift card as a gift, you can use this project. And that's the project for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. If you would like to purchase the products and instructions I use to make these projects, you can visit my Etsy store labeled Genuine Store. I greatly appreciate your support, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.